folks. INYF family, Jeff here. It's not your fault. The fear of abandonment and the need to be needed. That's what we do, right? We're enablers, we're codependents. We have this fear inside of us. Let's talk about it. Before we get into that, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know that if I'm doing a good job. Let me know if I'm touching anybody, if I'm making any contact with anybody, because it really does mean a lot to me that I'm not just talking to an empty screen. Gotta talk about our sponsor, Vandalay Industries. When you say latex, say Vandalay. Let's talk about it. Fear of abandonment. I can speak on this one myself. How many of us codependents and enablers looked past our loved one's situation or accepted it or made excuses for it because the only other option was either they leave or you leave, and you have this fear of abandonment. So you swallow a lot of SHIT, you swallow a lot of sugar honey iced tea because you are afraid to be alone. No one wants to be alone. Nobody wants to be alone. In fact, my priest, when he was very young, he assisted in an exorcism. And he said, this is one and only time, he said it's definitely not something he wants to do again. But it wasn't like you see on TV where the demon was spitting fire and brimstone and stuff like that and talking about hell being this place of fire. The demon said that hell was complete aloneness, no light, cold, no no contact at all, just completely alone. That's what hell was. And he didn't want to be sent back there. The demon didn't want to be sent back there. That's human nature. Very few people, with exceptions, want to be alone. Some people want to be alone for a little while, but they don't want to be alone forever, right? It's horrible to be alone. It's a terrible feeling. So when you have this situation presented to you that either you take a stand and kick them out, or you leave, or, well, it's not that bad. They're okay in the mornings. They're okay when they sleep. I mean, they're working still. They're making a good, they're supporting us. These are rationalizations that are drawn from the fear of abandonment. So many marriages, people stayed in marriages that they should have tried to firmed up a long time ago. Husbands, wives, they swallow a lot of sugar honey iced tea because they don't want to be alone. It's not just alcohol or drugs either. I mean, how many wives are, victims of spousal abuse, but they stay because they want to be alone? If you're a mother or a father and your loved one is with your son or daughter, do you kick them out or do you try and fix them? Of course you're going to try and fix them. That's what we do. We're neighbors and codependents. That fear of abandonment will motivate us to do the craziest things. We have to, especially parents, I'm going to go ahead and say right now, if you're listening to this and you're a parent and your loved one is your son or daughter, you have a need to be needed like any human being does. You want to be validated, needed, feel valuable. So if it's your son or your daughter, either throw them out. No, of course you're not. Not at first. You're going to lay some rules down, some guidelines. You're going to get tough with them, and you're going to draw some boundaries, and hopefully you're going to enforce those boundaries. But if you've seen the movie, you know how it's going to end, and it ends badly. We would rather live with them in the situation they're in. That's that fear of abandonment. We don't want to be abandoned. We don't want to be alone. We want to be needed. And there are so many people out there who feed their loved one's addiction literally by buying the drugs for them, giving them money for the drugs, paying all their bills, because it gives them a sense of being validated. They still have a purpose. They have a responsibility to something. That responsibility belongs to you. You owe it to yourself to take care of yourself. And that can only come, you can only learn the difference between that is if you go to an AL-ANON meeting or a favor meeting. You have to learn that the sense of being needed is also by the most important person in your life. The most important person in your life has to be you. Okay, you got to take care of yourself. Who else is going to take care of you? Nobody, right? And if you don't take care of yourself and you fall apart, then no one gets help, right? We don't take in consideration a lot of times that maybe, just maybe, not all the time, calm down here, just settle down, all right? I know, sit down, just settle down. Let me a chance to finish. In some situations, your loved one is conniving enough because the addiction is conniving enough to exploit the fact that they know you don't want to be abandoned. You need to be needed, right? If your loved one ever threatens you, I'll leave right now. I don't care. And you go, no, it's fine. I'm sorry. If you apologize to them for them acting a damn fool, that is called manipulation. They're taking advantage of you. We all need to be needed. We all want to have a sense of belonging. God will never abandon you. So you will never be alone, ever. No one is ever alone if they open up their heart to their higher power. God is with us always. We abandon God. God never abandons us. Okay? So if we feel alone, it's because you chose that, not because God did. God is that campfire out in the dark, way in the distance. And the closer you get to it, the brighter it gets, the warmer you feel. Right? God is stationary. We're the ones who choose to walk away. If you're alone, look for God. If you're alone, ask him to come into your life. Right? You'll never be abandoned by God. You can never truly have a sense of abandonment if you accept your higher power into your life. Okay? You'll always be needed. I need you. All right? I've made, $3.11 on this channel in the last year. $3.11. I might go buy a Frosty at Burger King, small one. I'm just kidding. I don't do this for money. I don't do this for money. I do this because I try and help people. Does that make sense? The sense of abandonment? We all feel it. We've all felt it, and we'll do anything we possibly can to keep our loved one close because we don't want to be alone, right? If we're being honest with each other. And the first part of sobriety or serenity is what? Being honest with each other, especially being honest with yourself. All right, guys? Again, leave me a little drop down in the comments here if any of that makes any sense to you. If you have any questions, I'll answer any question you guys have. And if I don't know the answer, I'll find the answer for you, okay? Just communicate with me. Let's keep going back and forth. Keep coming back as it works if you work it. Let it begin with you. By all means, say a prayer for the prayerless. You're not alone, people. You're not alone. All you got to do is give it over to God, okay? Love you guys. Talk to you soon.